Alright, so it's Evan, the third host, back with yet another unboxing video. Excuse the sunglasses, but it's really bright out here in the car, so I wanted to make sure that I don't go even more blind than I am right now. But that's much ado about nothing. So this unboxing is going to be for, so let me back up a little bit. So in the 1970s, before the action figure craze of the 80s and 90s started, well, in the 1960s and the early 70s, before action figures as we know them, the 3 and the 3/4 inch, whatever they call them, action figures were a thing, there was something called Megos. Megos were kind of like, honestly, a doll for boys, or for anyone who was a superhero fan or things of sci-fi in that nature. Megos were way before my time, and they were like the first iteration of getting superhero based. I had to crack this window real quick. Hold on. They were the first iteration of like an action figure based, superhero based collectible. So if you were a kid in the late 60s, early 70s, you want to have like the Falcon or Captain America, Batman, Robin, you want to be able to play with these superheroes in your little kid mind and your imagination, you had to get a Mego. Megos kind of waned in popularity. There's videos online that you can watch about the rise and fall of Megos. There's especially one on I believe on the Toys That Made Us on season 1, 2, or 3. They had a pretty good documentary that featured kind of the rise and fall of Mego. But I say all of that to say this: Mego is back, and they're definitely going for the older collector market, which I would be a part of. Although Mego was before my time, I've heard of them and I've seen them and I've seen what they can do. I'm not a big fan of those, but when I see something that is unique and nostalgic, I typically tend to go for it. So that's part one. Part two is, as a kid, I was a big fan of anime and manga. As an adult, with the other things I read and do in my other ways, like pop culture, I haven't really found time to really be that type of fan anymore. Not to say that I don't like it, but maybe 2 years ago, 2019 or 2018 or so, Netflix had an original computer animated anime series called Ultraman. And Ultraman I had heard of before, because Ultraman, I think, is one of the bases of the Power Rangers or something like that, maybe Master Rider, Kamen Rider, something like that. But it's a very popular manga. I know the friend of the show, Daryl Banks, who's an artist for Green Lantern at DC Comics, is a big fan of the character. Anyway, he didn't have a lot of merchandise in America. Ultraman is essentially like a Superman, Batman type superhero in anime. So I watched the first season of that show on Netflix. I hope it comes back soon because it was a really good show, very entertaining. So when I was in my travels, I saw something that combined Megos, something I had a tertiary interest in Ultraman. So I found those things together, and what I found was an Ultraman Mego. That's for the thumbnail. A part of me doesn't really want to open this guy up, but I consider myself an out of the box collector. One of these days we're going to do a nerd cave tour, and you're going to see that all of my collectibles, more statues than action figures, although I have been buying a lot of action figures of late, there definitely are something that I do in the box. Sorry, I keep looking around. There's a lot of things going on around me. But anyway, yeah, I struggled with wanting to open this or not, but I have decided to open it for you, the people, and for the fans, because I am an out of the box collector as well. So we're gonna get this guy back open right now. So as you can see, the packaging is definitely like I've seen the old school packaging used to look on the Mego figures, and it definitely is more doll-esque as opposed to toyetic, because he has like a cloth goods uniform on. And then here's the back of the box. It gives you some facts about Ultraman. I'm gonna try to skim that. It actually doesn't. It tells you about Mego. So basically the same thing that I've been saying. Retro is back. Retro is back. For new and old fans to play, they collect faithful. Yeah, I'm not reading on this, but Mego's back. All right, so we're gonna open this bad boy up. want to be somewhat delicate here to make sure I don't damage anything. There's that. And the camera work isn't going to be the best because I'm in the car and it's on me. But okay. Are you ready? Alright, so here is the figure here. It says it has 14 points of articulation. So you see I've got the bendy legs here, the hands, the arms, the head, and the other leg. So it's pretty flexible. The cloth of good uniform does appear to come off. It reveals something no one wanted to see. Alright, and so I'm not sure where this is gonna go in my collection, but it is pretty cool. Seeing how this guy comes back together. It's pretty cool. It's definitely a novelty for me in my collection, but we'll see how everything works out with it. So again, this is Ultraman and it's Mego, and it's pretty cool. I like it so far. But all right, that's it for this episode. We'll see you next time on True Stories Based on Fiction.